You're listening to Do This First, a daily personal development podcast that focuses on science-backed, actionable steps towards your best year ever. Hi, I'm Santa, your host. Can you believe, everyone? Oh my gosh, it's getting so close to the end of the year. We are officially 57 days away now. Oh my gosh. Brand positioning is the strategic process of creating a unique image and value proposition for a brand in the minds of consumers. It encompasses the brand's identity, its purpose, the specific characteristics that differentiate it from competitors, and most importantly, how it resonates with its target audience. On yesterday's podcast, I said that I would share two iconic brands that have mastered brand positioning. And I'm talking about Mercedes-Benz, one of my favorites, and lifestyle brand Harley-Davidson. For Harley-Davidson, positioning is even more crucial because it involves creating a perception that justifies the premium value. We're going to analyze the positioning statements of both brands, their audience attributes, and any potential overlap, which there is. It's slim, but there is some overlap. And also the elements that contribute to their iconic status. First, let's start with my favorite, Mercedes-Benz. Mercedes-Benz positions itself as the epitome of luxury and performance. The brand conveys excellence in engineering, innovative design, and a commitment to safety, showcasing its vehicles as symbols of prestige and success. I like Mercedes because of the engineering, its comfort, its reliability. Very seldom does Mercedes-Benz break down. Some of the key attributes. Luxury. Mercedes-Benz is synonymous with high-end vehicles that exude sophistication and comfort. Performance. The brand is renowned for its engineering excellence, combining powerful performance with intricate technology. Its innovation. Mercedes-Benz is at the forefront of automotive technology with advancements in safety features, electric vehicles, and autonomous driving. Heritage. With a long history dating back to the birth of the automotive industry, Mercedes-Benz capitalized on its heritage to enhance brand credibility. Harley-Davidson's positioning. Harley-Davidson's positioning statement is that it exists as a lifestyle brand representing freedom, rebellion, and adventure, emphasizing the emotional connection its riders have with their motorcycles and the open road. Some of the key attributes. Freedom and individuality. Harley-Davidson celebrates the spirit of independence, encouraging customization and self-expression. And this is true. Like, if you are like a hardcore Harley-Davidson enthusiast, my grandfather was. He had a 51 Panhead, and I'll never forgive my dad for selling it when my grandfather passed on. But anyway, you're always tinkering with your bike. That's just, you can buy it a certain way right off the rack, but by the time they get through with it, once you have it, by the time the owner gets through with it, you won't recognize it. And that's just the way it is. And then Harley-Davidson also has a strong sense of community. The brand creates a sense of belonging among their enthusiasts, their bikers, promoting events and clubs that connect enthusiasts with each other. And then there's the heritage and tradition as well, like Mercedes-Benz. Harley has a rich historical background contributing to its charismatic allure and loyal customer base. And Indian motorcycles do too, but we're not talking about Indian motorcycles today. And then also the adventure. Riding a Harley is often positioned as an adventurous pursuit, resonating with people who seek exploration and excitement in life. Like a big thing is making the trek to Sturgis on your Harley, or making the trek to Daytona Beach. So there you go. Mercedes-Benz's audience. Their demographics typically affluent individuals, professionals, and luxury car enthusiasts. Usually they're age 30 and above, and they're predominantly male, but increasingly female buyers. I've never had anything other than a Benz except for a Corvette I had. And then the psychographics. Customers value status, comfort, sophistication, and technological advancements. They often prioritize quality and are willing to pay a premium for vehicles that project success. But I think for most women, it's really more about the comfort and dependability. Very dependable car, and it is engineered in a way that you rarely ever have any problems with it, and that's really important. The Harley-Davidson audience, primarily males 35 and over, often with disposable income, many of whom are lifestyle oriented rather than solely motorcycle enthusiasts. Psychographics. Harley buyers value freedom, adventure, and community. They often are seeking experiences over material possessions, and they enjoy the camaraderie of others in the motorcycle culture. But I will say, I will say that Harley-Davidson motorcycle owners, they don't look too kindly on people who have like motorcycles that are not Harley. Or I think the Indian motorcycle gets a lot of respect, but the others, not so much. There's a bit of snobbery there. Just a tad bit of snobbery. Now, there is some overlap in the audience, so you might not think so. There's some overlap in the audience between Mercedes-Benz and Harley-Davidson. Both brands primarily attract a male audience. There are some distinct differences in economic status and lifestyle choices. Mercedes-Benz's audience is more concerned with luxury, while Harley-Davidson's appeal is to individuals that seek community and an adventurous lifestyle. They're seeking experiences over possessions. However, there is a narrow overlap in consumers who appreciate quality, heritage, and a sense of freedom in both brands. Typically, affluent men who may own luxury vehicles and a Harley-Davidson. The iconic status of the brands is very clear. First, with Mercedes-Benz, they symbolize luxury. Mercedes-Benz has established itself as a keystone in luxury vehicle branding worldwide. The TriStar emblem is recognized globally, and the brand is often featured in films, media, and high-profile events, further solidifying its presence in luxury culture. They also have a commitment to innovation. The brand's commitment to pioneering technologies like advanced safety systems and electric mobility reinforces its stance as a leader in innovation. And this performance-oriented approach amplifies brand loyalty among customers who value cutting-edge vehicles. And I am a customer for a long time, and I will tell you that it means a lot when you know that your car is not going to break down in the middle of nowhere. So for me, that's the selling point, and I think with a lot of people that is the selling point with Mercedes. And then they do have a very timeless design. The elegant design of Mercedes-Benz vehicles has created a visually appealing brand identity. The combination of luxury and modernity in aesthetics enhances the brand's desirability. And then Harley-Davidson, also a cultural icon, represents more than just motorcycles. There's a bit of snobbery with Harley-Davidson owners. My grandpa owned one, and I know firsthand. It does embody an entire subculture rooted in freedom, rebellion, and individuality. This makes it an icon in popular culture, often referenced in media to portray Americana and the spirit of adventure. Community building, they are like one of the very best when it comes to building community. The brand's efforts to create a strong community through events, clubs, and merchandising contribute significantly to its iconic status. The bond between Harley riders creates a sense of belonging that few other brands can replicate, really creating immense loyalty. And then, of course, they have the heritage and legacy, founded in 1903 here in the United States. Harley-Davidson carries a rich legacy that resonates deeply with its audience. The brand's history is intertwined with the history of motorcycling itself, enhancing its appeal among serious enthusiasts who value tradition. And I will call out once again, Indian motorcycles as well. And people that own Indian motorcycles are very passionate, and they also have a very passionate community. While both Mercedes-Benz and Harley-Davidson are iconic in their respective domains, their positioning statements reflect vastly different brand identities. Mercedes encapsulates luxury, sophistication, and engineering excellence, and they target affluent individuals who seek to communicate status through their automobile choices. Harley-Davidson, on the other hand, focuses on freedom, adventure, and community, appealing to people who value lifestyle experiences and camaraderie. Their respective audiences are aligned in terms of shared values of quality and heritage. That's something that both Harley-Davidson enthusiasts and Mercedes-Benz enthusiasts have in common. They value quality and they value heritage, but they diverge significantly in what drives their purchasing decision. Ultimately, what makes both brands iconic is their ability to tap into the desires of their audiences. Mercedes-Benz continues to be a symbol of luxury and innovation, while Harley-Davidson remains a beacon of freedom and rebellion. Both their enduring appeal stems from their deep understanding of their brand ethos, their consumers, and the lifestyles they represent, the buy-in, the identity. In a world filled with choices, both brands have managed to carve out dedicated tribes of loyal customers who resonate profoundly with their positioning, ensuring their legacy continues well into the future. So what's next? The brand promise. The brand promise, it expresses the commitment the brand makes to its customers. It sets the expectations for what customers will experience when they interact with your brand. Whether during the purchasing process, in product use, or customer service interactions, or at events, as I've shared in previous podcast episodes, that can make or break a brand as well. For example, Mercedes-Benz promises luxury and innovation in every experience, while Harley-Davidson promises a sense of freedom and connection with fellow riders, as we've extrapolated on today. So you have to think about what your brand is promising, your brand's promise and your brand's personality, and we're going to talk more about that tomorrow. If you like what you're hearing, don't forget to leave a review. You can also sign up for my weekly newsletter on my website, which is dothisfirst.life. And while you're there, you can listen to all my podcast episodes, and you can read a full transcript of this podcast episode and all of my podcast episodes. They are up and running now. The engineers at the company that hosts my website were finally able to figure out what the problem is. So the transcript, my blog posts that correspond with each podcast episode are now up. So thank you guys. You can also listen to my podcast on YouTube, and my handle there is at Do This First. Tomorrow we're going to continue with finishing strong, and you're finishing strong by building up your business. That's one of the best ways to finish strong. And we're going to focus on your unique brand promise and your brand's personality as well. Until tomorrow.
Moving past the rain, moving past the pain, or past the color blue. I see power in you. Has willed it down. Look around, it can't be found. I see a champion in you. I see a champion in you.